rather. It's good evening, not afternoon. It's always a pleasure to be here. This is the 30 Minutes Connect, and I want to talk about something powerful today, something amazing, something that is going to change our way of thinking. So I just want to say thank you because of this time, because I don't take it for granted. It is a time that I believe this is when we get to have a lot of different experiences in this. I'm just trying to make sure that my camera is good and all that. Yeah, we on now. So I just want to say thank you so much for being part of this conversation, like always. I don't take it for granted. The 30 minutes of Connect. This is where we build structure and we also make sure that people get to be informed. So in this moment, I know we are late with 15 minutes. So I'm going to take 30 minutes out of this so that we are able to structure this very truth. Once again, this is your 30 minutes of Connect, where we try to dispense the truth so that now people can get to experience what it is. So, what am I trying to say in this particular moment? That, we are living in a world where we were taught so many things, and the many things that we were taught, some of those things were not necessary, and those things needed or required time for them to be to be made whole, so that people in the coming generation can get to understand. But we find, because of certain ways of living and existing and certain behaviors of people, so many things began to change, because people thought that the kind of message that was being brought, especially the foreign message, it was making people lose their ability to become. But today I want to speak about something that is totally different from what I get to see people talk about, because it is something that needs to get into the depth or into the hearts of many people, so that people can begin to experience the beauty of knowledge, the beauty of knowledge. So today's topic, it's about knowledge is the true capital. Knowledge is the true capital. So many a times, and back in the days, we were taught that, true capital is money. And that is what we were told even in the business world. When we went into the marketplace, we were taught, you know what? You need to have money to start a business. You need to have money to begin something. And in our minds, as we continued to learn and get what all this capital meant, personally, I found that we were being brainwashed. We were being blindfolded and not to see the truth. And I came to realize the real capital, it is not even money, because money in itself, it's an illusion. And when we tend to think that money is the very purpose that we want to have in our pockets, we lose the essence of the matter. And the truth always runs away from us. So I want to dispense this truth to make you realize and understand that true capital is the knowledge that you should seek. In the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. And I got to understand that the only way that people can be established, people can be molded and be made whole, is when they get to find knowledge. Knowledge, if it's in business, if it's concerning money, if it's concerning relationships, if it's concerning even religion, you need to seek for knowledge. That is where you're going to build yourself and structure yourself. But many people don't want to experience that reality. And that is why most of us, we are losing to understand what it means to have knowledge. Remember, like I said earlier, money is not the true capital. Money has never been the capital. It is only a poor person who thinks about money being the true capital. True capital is not money. Money just enables you now to do many other things based on the knowledge you have, because knowledge is the capital. And what I'm trying to tell you today, what you need to invest in is knowledge. And that is why education is very expensive. The educational system and all that, it is very expensive. And I want you to know, when you get to the place of understanding what knowledge is, you will be able to do whatever you desire with it, because knowledge is power. What am I trying to say? People perish because they lack the understanding of what money is. And that is why you'll find people opening up businesses. Let me call them mere businesses, because that is what they kept on thinking, and they kept on uh, functioning in, and they thought that when they do that, that is what is going to make their lives become better. The other day I was talking to a brother of mine, and as I was talking to him, the only thing he could think of is, I want to open a restaurant, a small restaurant here, and I need capital. So at the back of his head, capital is the money that he wants. But this person has not taken time to study and understand the functions of how restaurants um, work. And that is what has made many people to lose. So today's topic is to reveal this reality so that we can establish the truth about what knowledge is, because knowledge is what will enable you to walk in the depth of the truth. Knowledge is what will enable you to find the truth that has always been hidden. So number one, knowledge is greater than silver or gold. Knowledge is greater than silver or gold. Remember, we have people who have all the things in this world, but they lack knowledge. Why? Because you'll find that someone gets 1,000,000 shillings or 2 million or 200 million. And this person, because they lack knowledge, you'll find them drained. The whole money has been drained, or the money that he acquired within a short time, it is no more, because they lacked knowledge on how they can invest their money. And that is why you'll find someone who only earns around even $50 or even $20 to $200. Let me say even $20,000. This is a person that earns that money per year. But this person, with that amount of money, he does great things, because what this person invested in was knowledge. So it is very paramount to understand that knowledge supersedes silver and gold, because silver and gold is just but a pleasure in the moment. But the truth of the matter is, you have to understand, for you to get it right, you have to establish something that has a foundation. And that foundation is founded in knowledge. Remember, true wealth isn't in your bank account. True wealth is not in your bank account. I've seen so many people go into the bank having all the monies in the world. But when you look at these people, they don't know what to do with that money. They do not know how even to invest that money, because they lack knowledge of it. So we get to see that true wealth isn't in your bank account, but in your mind. Your mind is where all the wealth of this world settle. And the other thing, money without knowledge is wasted, but knowledge can create money repeatedly. Money without knowledge is wasted, but knowledge can create money repeatedly. And when personally I got to understand this thing, my whole perspective of what true capital is changed. Because I always thought capital is the money, but capital is not money. And I want to show you something. I want to show you something uh, concerning money and what true capital is. And I've met so many people not realizing what true capital is, because they want to function based on what they've been taught back in the days. So remember, according to economic and financial capital, people tend to say that money or assets you invest in, build or generate wealth. Example of this is that people really want to think that money is the capital that you need. Human knowledge, skills, wisdom, and all that, political and social, it is the influence, trust. It can mean so many things. But I want you to know, money in itself is not the real capital. But the real capital here, the real capital, my brother and my sister, I want you to understand with all your heart and get it right. It is knowledge. So Proverbs chapter 8, verse 10 to verse 11. Take my instruction rather than seeking silver, and take knowledge rather than choicest gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all desirable things cannot compare with her. So, what are we trying to build here? All the wealth of this world, they were brought forth by knowledge. All the goodies, all the beautiful things that you can see in this world, they were brought forth by knowledge. So it is important for you and you, my brother and my sister, to understand knowledge is what you desire, you should desire to have. Point number two, knowledge preserves life. Knowledge preserves life. Remember, we are talking about the true capital is knowledge. Many perish not because the devil is too powerful, but because they lack knowledge. Ignorance is more dangerous than poverty. I repeat, many perish not because the devil is too powerful. People perish because they lack knowledge, because ignorance is more dangerous than poverty. So the reason why, my brother, you're struggling in this life, it is because you've not taken time to seek for knowledge. Because knowledge preserves life. It makes life better. Have you ever seen people who are wealthier? People who are doing things, great things in this life? It is because most of these people are functioning in the place of knowledge. And evidently, you can really tell that these people are being equipped with the reality of how life should be. Because you will find that people are just swimming in a pool of money, but these people will keep on showing their money on social platforms and trying to prove that, you know what, I'm having money and this is what I'm having. But I want you to understand, you can do all that.